Hi. So I finally got the phone camera cleared enough to do this. So this is the day in my life as the CEO and president of Future Productions. This is one bus fare that I pulled together out of there, that little container, out of this little baggie here. And in here I have lots of plastic, but no value there. I have one $10 bill, Canadian $10, colorful money. That stuff really does make me think of board games. And then I have another bus fare. So my mission today with this last $10 is to go and mail off these 3 poetry books and this top sheet, which marks off where I've got on the list. This is the National Film Board of Canada independent production proposal checklist. So this is the application. This is the little 1 page of information. And on this list, I have done the top 2-3 page overview, and I've done the intended audience. So in other words, I've got the synopsis done, and I've got all the written work relating to the work also done. And so now I need to find producer, which can be in any country. The UK, it can be US or Canada, any co-producer, somebody who's got work that's already finished, that can do a DVD of their previous work for a proposal to go alongside with my written work, so they can say, I will do the job of helping to oversee her work and be able to promote that they have that difference. And then underneath it, it's like a cover for all key personnel, director, writers, editors, financing plan, co-pros, a budget summary. I don't know why they want to use the telefilm format. I don't think it's always necessary. Telefilm is the thing that's in Quebec, where I am. And then the budget and stuff. But now a producer who's made movies or even a documentary would already know the answer to all that final stuff. So I'm putting that in this envelope over here, which I am not going to let people read where it's going to. But the idea of this, when it goes out in the mail today, is that it reaches Prince William, because there's more to the story in the documentary that holds of much value than just it being a family documentary of the history of how I got to be born and how I got to be born in Canada. So that's just how it works in my life, where I have no access to any other funding, and I have asked for car ride, but if the car ride doesn't happen, I still have to make the decision to go out. So 1 bus fare is to get me to where I'm going, which is to Staples to print off the proper stuff I need to go in that envelope. It's a bigger package of writing with the story, the documentary, more graphic details, which I'm sure Prince William will really appreciate reading. And then I'm going to mail it to UK with my last $10. Hopefully it weighs under $10 so that it's within that $10, because mailing stuff to UK overseas is very expensive. This bus fare is for when my bank card for my new bank account arrives, so I can start it up, activate it, and then get on a bus and go pay for my cell phone reactivation and get my bus pass going for March, so that I'm not stranded and stuck at home like I've been for 30 days. Literally can't go anywhere except for little short walks in the neighborhood because, well, everything's closed anyway. So there's really nowhere to go because I need rides. I need car rides. I need friends. So that's what I'm seeking in my church, trying to get closer and more connected to people to help. But I'm going to put up the other video where I'm requesting help from church members who are in the production industry, movie making industry, to help me, because it doesn't have to be just a worldwide producer. It can also be specific Christian, Reform, or Utah, Mormon, a production company that can also jump on the bandwagon because I am a Christian, and that's also part of the story of the documentary because of how I had to come here. In short, I'm going to end this with my birth into the world and into Canada was at the cost of 2 world wars. One. Where's the other one? 2 world wars. 2 world wars. Lots of death and sickness. So the sickness and death was in combination and part of the story, which would have to do with my great-grandfather in World War I who survived, but with illness, but only lived till my grandmother was 14. And then there was 2 sons of his that died, and my grandmother, whose head got attacked, or her skull got cracked open, but she also got hit by a bike. So that's 3 shots that the devil's made on making sure I didn't make it to the world, or at least trying. And then he passed away at 14 from whatever it was that he survived that Satan tried to kill him with in World War I. And then in World War II, my grandparents had to meet. And they had to go to Egypt to meet each other from 2 different countries. And there was lots of death there too. And it was really bad what my grandmother had to witness and survive. So she was never quite well, based on how her life went, being that she was in captivity as well, had no freedom, didn't have the choice. She had to go to war or go to jail. So I really appreciate my life. I appreciate the story of what God went through, what his value of my life and bringing me to this world is for. And I intend to tell that story. And I'm looking forward to the love and the support that's going to come from this point forward in the process of completing this task. And so I just leave all these words with God and the world in prayer that this package is received by Prince William, and that everything from there will get better, and the grief and the turmoil of all of this help seeking will finally come to an end. And hopefully I will reach Tom. Tom will reach me. Tom will reach, well, the difference is in growing up over here versus growing up over there, and growing up over there as a guy versus growing up as a girl over here. It is very, very uneven and unfair. And I think that's the standard throughout all of time, that women are not treated the same as men are. So they don't have the same opportunities and odds. See, Tom had an easy life, came from a good family, lots of support, money, background, purposeful education. And then some agent just walks up to him and gives him a card somewhere and says, hey, you've got what it takes. You're good looking enough. You can get some work in this industry. Give me a call. Whereas I have been calling the same people that approached him this whole time. Without the card and the agent walking up to me, hey, you got what it takes to make it. I've been approaching them, calling them the whole time, in the same sense that they just gave him the free ride ticket up into some place of form of fame and success because he's 6'4", broad body build, and good looking. Well, was good looking, much better looking when he was younger, right? So now he's heading into that 40s phase where all those women that, you know, were like goo goo gaga drooling over his hotness is coming to an end. And so now he's going to be needing somebody to grow old with just in time, and equal opportunities and pleasure of work. So I'm hoping that by my setting the example of what it's like to be approaching CAA over and over again, WME over and over again, and other major contenders of agencies and publishers over and over again, until you burn yourself out to exhaustion where you can't go anywhere without a car ride because you're too tired to do anything else without help, is like for him and me. So it'll be nice to see him validate how much work and effort I put into to do what I had to do my way to be of equal and of value to him, and what he's going to return that with when he realizes that the odds were not the same, and it wasn't fair, and it wasn't okay, and he didn't think about it in those terms because he's a good guy. So he will rectify that difference, and it's probably going to start with the day he puts on the Superwoman hat. Because I will not be spending money to remake any more products that I have given out to people for free and not getting any orders from anybody, because all the stuff I sent to people were never given to the people they were sent to. So Tom's yellow t-shirt and his Superwoman hat was mailed to Michael Rosenbaum's people. Not the first, not the current address that was on his website, but the first address. I don't even know if his website's still up. But after what happened with the 2 addresses he used, he probably doesn't need a website now because clearly things are not going well in the communication department, because I've tried twice. And the second time I sent package out, it had lots of stuff that was important in it. So that is where Tom will have to come in and figure out what to do. So I have lots of products that are worth lots of money that I shouldn't be scrimping for change to get out of this mess with if he had come into that reality and had been made aware of what was going on. Instead of saying things about a guy that's not so nice and me proving that he's not so nice, he could have been saying things about how nice I am and proving how nice I am and why I'm the one wearing the Superwoman hat, why I am Superwoman. So that's where I'll probably end it there. So I am Superwoman. See? That I may not own Warner Brothers because I don't want to own Warner Brothers. I want to change it to Future Productions with the CEO of AT&T Capital. So yeah, so it's going to end where he's going to finally stop trying to do the Clark thing, find something good to say about everybody when there just isn't always something good to say about everybody. And I would like to see what he's going to do about Rosenbaum in the movie and the signature page that I've sent to CAA. I'm looking forward to how he's going to deal with justice. God bless you all. There's a Father's Day gift waited to be opened still. It did sit at Michael Rosenbaum's sister's place for 3 months. And no communication between brother and sister. So bad because she knows her brother's like, oh, well, he doesn't help anybody do anything ever. So she didn't even lift a finger to try. And she still doesn't talk to him about our friendship. So it's going to be quite explosive as Tom unveils all of this stuff, whether it's through watching the videos on his own or some other thing that brings him here and then figures it all out from my side of the camera. So peace out, guys. I got to go outside into the world and venture off with my $10. I'm going to have to go without milk for a couple of weeks, which sucks because I like milk. So I like, cereal and using that in my scrambled eggs. So I'm going to sign off now. Peace out. Bye, guys.